What's up, YouTube? It's been a minute. It has been a minute. I hope you guys are doing well. If you're watching this video and you've been subscribed to my channel for some time, you're probably wondering, where the hell did Sebastian go and why did he stop posting videos? Or maybe you didn't wonder that at all and you're just like, dude, what are you talking about? Like, can you get on with the point? Regardless, I'm back and I want to talk to you guys briefly about why I stopped posting YouTube videos, why I've pretty much stopped posting on social media entirely for probably the last 2 to 2.5 years. And more importantly, I want to tell you guys why I'm back and what to expect from this channel going forward. So I got my trusty old Google Doc here. And by the way, guys, I know some of you following me for a while have probably used to the old style of videos where it's, you know, we got the videographer and the fancy music and the cuts and all that stuff. And to be honest, guys, I'm just over all that. I have zero interest, which I'm about to talk about, in building a fancy looking personal brand. I have been in the trenches for the last couple of years doing some pretty cool shit. At least I think it's cool, and you guys might find it cool as well. And I'm feeling simplicity these days. So most of, if not almost all the videos you guys see on my channel here going forward are going to be in this format, which is just a Google Doc with some talking points so I don't ramble and forget what the fuck I'm trying to tell you guys. And just a loom, just like this. So if you like it, great. If you don't, well, there's plenty of other amazing YouTube channels out there for you to binge. So let's talk about why I stopped posting. Honestly, guys, burnout. Real talk. I got super bored and kind of jaded on the whole personal brand game. I got tired of putting out content just for the sake of creating content or just for the sake of hoping to get a client here and there. And when I started, and I'll give you guys the kind of the whole, you know, shebang of what I've been actually up to. But yeah, I hit this point where I was like, I'm so fed up with the social media world. I'm so fucking tired of everyone playing a character, playing a persona that is so far from reality when you actually meet them in person. Like, because I've been to so many events now at this point, like industry, marketing, sales, high ticket, etc. events where I meet people in person and I'm just like, you are not the same person as you are on your Facebook profile. I like the Facebook profile version of you better. And it's kind of sad, to be honest, because I get it, right? Like, we're all trying to kind of play this persona thing. I got bored of it, you know, and I didn't want to be another talking head on people's news feeds. I just hit that point. Now, whether or not that's correct, true, whatever, it was true for me for this period of time. So that's what I know for sure. And really, I hit this point where I was like, I don't want to be the guy who spends half his time or more than half of his time or her time, the person, right? Talking about what they're doing on social, as opposed to actually going and doing the damn thing, right? I really love how Hormozy talks about that a lot, where he's like, you know, if you, what does he say? Like, if you don't know what to talk about or something like that, if you don't want about content, you know, go and actually do something or whatever, something along those lines, right? Like, now, to be fair, by the point I had decided to stop posting on social media, which was about 2-ish years ago, I had already done a bunch of shit, but I just hit an even deeper layer and point of, I really just want to go and and keep getting better. I just want to be in the shadows for a while. And then when I do feel the pull and the desire to come back to social media from a place of actual impulse and actual desire, not just, I think I should because it's, you know, everyone else is doing it, so why don't I just do it, and forcing myself to do it. And when I do come back, I want to actually have something valuable to say. So here's what I've been up to for the past few years. A lot of you guys may have known me from way back in the day when I was teaching agency stuff, and specifically teaching how to build a marketing agency. I ran a company called Agency Hypergrowth. We helped probably 500 to 600 everyday people and agency owners build successful agencies. It was an amazing time running that business. My previous business partner, Brian, exited the company in December 2020. And then about 6 months after that, I just got super burned out on the business and I sold it. I think I talk about that in other videos elsewhere on the channel, but I sold that company. And after selling that company in mid 2021, I took a little bit of time. I say a little bit, I really do mean like a few weeks or a month, because I'm the kind of person that finds it difficult to sit on their hands and do nothing. I took a little bit of time to just decide what it is I want to do. And I realized upon reflection that the thing that I have enjoyed doing the most in any of my business endeavors over the past 7 years since being in the online digital space has always been marketing. Marketing, advertising, everything under that entire umbrella has always been what I just find be absolutely the most fun shit in the world. I genuinely feel like I get to play a massive video game every single day I wake up and come to my desk. It's fucking epic. Honestly, it's really epic. I don't get bored of it. I don't get tired. This industry is constantly evolving, constantly new shit is happening. So it really feels somewhat like a forever game for me. I'm sure things will change and I'll want to do other stuff at some point, but right now it's where I'm, fully immersed into. And I went down that road, sort of like, okay, you know what? I want to become the best fucking marketer I can become. I want to become the best, CMO, director of marketing type of person that I could possibly become, with my potential. And so that's what I did. And I worked for a lot of you guys know the company previously known as Traffic and Funnels. I worked for them for about 3.5 months before some stuff went down, and essentially I stopped working for them. Obviously, they no longer are in business, so there were some things that went down there. Some to do with me, some to not. Regardless, after finishing my very short tenure with them, which was about the end of 2021, after selling my business in September of that year, I then just pure by nature, very accidental, I ended up working for Cole Gordon. A lot of you guys probably know him. He runs a company called Closers.io. They one of many things they do is staffing and recruiting and training salespeople. And so I came in worked for his company because I wanted to be a CMO, right? Like I wanted to get really fucking good at marketing, and I was decent at marketing because I ran my own coaching business prior, as you guys know, from back in the agency coaching and agency hypergrowth days. But I just knew intuitively, I was like, I was kind of winging it the entire fucking time, like flying by the seat of my pants marketing that business. I know there's a whole other level for me to get to of like true deep mastery of marketing on a real like foundational, grounded psychological level. And so that's a big reason why I went to work for Cole. And obviously, as you guys know, Cole was a massive company. I think they're still doing some insane numbers, probably at this point, 50 to 60 million a year, if I had to guess, if not more, who knows. But I actually just hung out with him the other day at the time of recording this at AdCon here in London. But anyways, yeah, I went to work for him, and that was a pivotal moment in my career because this was at the start of 2022. As you guys probably could imagine, Cole is an insane type of operator. I've never seen anyone operate the way he does, still to this day. It's just an absolute obsession with excellence and an insane level of attention to detail that is just very, very rare in my experience. And sorry, one sec. Okay. Just want to make sure we're still recording. That would suck if we weren't. But anyways, yeah. And so I really learned like the foundations of not just marketing, like how do I create a good ad? How do I buy, because I came into the company, I was basically within a week, I came on to do content, and then I was thrust into being the media buyer. He fired the previous one, put me in the slot. He's like, put me in the game, putting you in the game, dude. And I was like, all right, put me in, coach. So suddenly I'm thrust into managing like $400 to $500 a month in spend across Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok for 2 different offers, 2 different funnels, 2 totally different markets, one B2B, one B2C. It was really like baptism by fire in its complete essence. And I didn't just learn how to buy media at a really high level. I didn't just learn how to like write copy and how to create winning VSLs and promotions and campaigns and all this stuff. But I learned from Cole how to really think like a true 8-9 figure level CMO, a true operator, which is just a whole other ball game, a whole other version of marketing that is just most people don't really talk about, because the truth and the reality is that like it's not for better or for worse. It's just the reality, which is like there's just not a lot of people who ascend to that level of CMO in the space, and there's even fewer who are actively talking about it. And so I did that for about 8 months, and I leveled the fuck up, guys. Honestly, to a degree, I didn't even know was possible as far as my actual skill set of not just marketing and creating winning campaigns and creating marketing that cuts through the noise in any given industry, but also like actually running a team. Because I was running the entire marketing department. I was doing our team meetings, overseeing every sort of micro department within the marketing team, building out projections for both offers, just everything you can imagine, right? Like working with the CRO, working very intimately with the sales side, with the finances of the business, et cetera. So it was really like full immersion. I left Closers.io in I think it was September, I think it was, of 2022. So I did that for about 8 to 9 months. And the reason I left was very, very simple. It literally had nothing to do with Cole as a person. We still are really, really good friends to this day. It was probably the most like genuinely amicable parting of ways as it could have been. And that's not some bullshit. Just like, it was an amicable part of ways. Like, it actually was. It was like, dude, I feel like I've gotten so good, and I have the entrepreneur bug in me. I've got it in my blood. I can't fucking help it. I need to go out and do my own thing again. Like, and I told him I don't even know how many times I've told Cole how grateful I am for the experience. And I still do to this day, because, you got to give credit where credit's due. Right. And if credit's fucking due, then give it. And so that's what I still do. Like, I try to remove as much ego as possible from my development and my journey. So after I left Cole's, I sort of created this bit of an not offer, but I guess a structure to like my service that I could provide to clients, which was essentially sort of like done for you fractional CMO services. And I started getting, honestly, guys, clients left, right, and center. As you can imagine, I built a decent network. And, when people hear, oh, you were Cole's CMO, oh my goodness, I want you running my stuff. It's fair, it's valid, right? Now, what I started doing for a bunch of clients and brands, and most of these clients were usually in the either like info, coaching, consulting space, or in offering some sort of a service, right? There was maybe a service-based business, obviously all online, all digital primarily. And most of them usually hovered between 100 to 300K a month in revenue. And they were all wanting to get to, 500, 600 grand a month, $1 million a month, et cetera. Some even beyond that. So those are the average client I was and have been working with. I essentially did everything for them. So I wasn't positioning myself as a CMO to come in and like consult. I was like, I will basically come in and be your like one man fucking army mercenary marketer that like replaces an agency, which I was. And to be honest, I fucking crushed it I have been crushing for all my clients. The problem, which I will get to in a bit and in other videos, is I was, again, because I was basically a one man agency, I've been burning out, right? Honestly, it's been very, very bandwidth intensive. And I'm going to get into a whole other stuff about why that is and all that over these future videos coming soon. But more recently, another sort of, I guess, main highlight point of my journey has been that I was, for about 6 to 7 months of last year, I was also overseeing the marketing department for a $30 to $40 million a year regenerative medicine company. I won't name them, obviously, for confidentiality purposes. But when I was running their stuff, I was overseeing, personally overseeing like, 700 to 800 grand a month in spend and building new funnels and VSLs and all this kind of stuff. And while also simultaneously managing the marketing team. So it's very intensive, right? So TLD, I did not disappear. I just went really fucking deep on what I'm doing and leveled the fuck up and took a break from talking about what I'm doing and actually just went in and started doing the shit, right? Anyways, all that to say, long ass video, longer than I thought it was going to be, but what are you going to do? Here's what to expect now. My goal with this YouTube channel is, you ever feel smarter when you have a pen in your hand? There's something about it. There's something about like holding something at you points, Anyways, my goal with this YouTube channel, guys, is not to, like, my videos are not going to look flashy. I'm not going to have fancy editing. I'm not going to have music overlaid. It's probably going to have zero editing, to be honest, just like this one. However, my goal is to really cut through the noise in the online world of how to effectively run a marketing department. And I don't want to give you guys fluff. I don't want to give you guys bullshit. It's not just going to be like, here's how to run Facebook ads or whatever, right? Like, it's not going to be any of that crap. I'm just going to give you guys the raw lessons, frameworks, teachings, behind the scenes playbooks that I have been incredibly grateful to have learned and accrued relatively early on in my career. I'm only 27 at the time of recording this. I feel like I'm fucking 35 to 40 sometimes, to be honest. But I want to give you guys the real shit, basically. Like, you guys, through me, via me in my brain, my goal is for you to essentially get a inside scoop on how 30, 40, $50 million a year companies run their marketing departments, how 8-figure to 9-figure marketing departments really run and what they look like, and how it differs from, just freelance marketing. And most importantly, guys, my goal is to really show you how real marketing operators think, not, marketers who post, right? Like not the fancy schmancy, stuff you guys are used to seeing. Operators who really produce and create tangible change and results within businesses through running a high octane marketing team. Now, it's really, I don't want to say irrelevant, but truthfully, whether you are a business owner and you are trying to build an in-house team, which this channel is going to be very helpful for you, potentially more valuable than any consulting you pay for. If you're trying to build an in-house team, if you've got an in-house team and you want them to be better, if you're tired of shelling out batches of cash to agencies who do an okay job for a few months or do a really good job, but then you don't want to keep paying them or whatever, they're not exactly what you're looking for, and then you're still left with no lasting systems and foundations inside your business and have an actual marketing department. If that's you, or if you are a marketer who's trying to step up and level up and stop being just a button pusher and a sort of a robotic doer all the time, and you want to really move into more of a marketing, or move into more of a true operator and a chess master as opposed to a pawn on the chessboard. If you fall in any of those buckets, this channel is for you. I promise you're going to find what's on this channel incredibly, incredibly valuable. As you can imagine, what's coming, go ahead and subscribe, blah, blah, blah. No, but seriously, I would highly encourage you guys to turn on your notifications, whatever settings you need to put. Because if you really want to learn how to build a marketing team that truly, truly performs and can stand the test of time, again, whether you are a business owner looking to build an in-house team or you're a marketer looking to do the same, this channel will absolutely help you, like, just so intensely, I promise. Now, if you have any questions, guys, what would be incredibly helpful for me is if you have specific topics that you'd like me to talk about, whether it's more in the weeds marketing stuff when it comes to ad creatives and VSLs and funnel types and scaling architectures and all that kind of stuff, or campaign architectures on the media buying side, or leadership stuff, or team org charts, blah, 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 whatever, cadence of meetings, however you're supposed to be running your marketing department, whatever the questions are, guys, please drop them down below in the comments, because I'm always looking for more ideas for videos. I truly want to give you guys as much value as possible. I'm not just saying that to bullshit. I genuinely want to help you guys, again, whether you're a business owner or a marketer. So let me know in the comments below what videos you would love to see me make, or what topics and questions you'd love to see me make videos on. And also, if you are a business owner, if you felt like you are or have been or still are stuck carrying your marketing team on your back, then feel free to hit me up on Instagram if you ever want just some pointers to potentially audit your marketing team's performance and all that. You can go ahead, just hit me up. I would love to help you guys. Regardless, it's good to be back. Can't wait to keep posting, and I'll see you guys soon.